Hello everybody, my name is Clayton Huffman.
And I'm Elise Stinman.
And you see us all the time on This Week in the Keys talking about what to do, where to go with family, friends, loved ones.
The cool thing to do is...
Oh yes, but now we're coming to you on a little serious note. Pretty much past couple of decades, the noise ordinance has been an issue here, and it came to a head this past Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Where we have been hearing from really three different groups of people. We've been hearing from, first, the musicians and bar owners, which are the loudest. And we've been hearing also from the hotels and the bed and breakfasts around Duval Street and the surrounding areas. And third, the homeowners or the renters, tenants, landlords from around the area. We're here right now. They have done some rezoning, and we're going to try and get to like some, on the serious side of things, and kind of come to you. We will show you clips of certain areas that's the hot spots that's been going on around the area.
A problem child.
Oh yes, and there's certain zoned areas like from the Bat Marina to 200 block of Duval, and where we're standing here, Petronia Street, which is pretty much the cutoff point. Guys, what we want to try and keep it serious. I mean, you've been hearing all types of
opinions,
yes. Stories in the paper. So we're trying to, cut through all that and
both sides
give
the story.
And to me, it really comes down to respect, okay, on how this should be played out for everybody.
I mean, there is a way to make everyone happy.
And
let's hope.
We're hoping so.
Yeah.
Some of the key points they talked about Tuesday, and we're going to be addressing here, is they wanted really from 4 p.m. to like 3:59 a.m. a noise ordinance of technically, I believe 85 on the A weighted scale and 94 on the C weighted scale. If you don't know what that is, the C is more like the subwoofers, like
bumpy bumps.
Yeah, and the A is more like the high pitch. Wait, we do that again? Okay.
I go higher.
And it's more weighted on that, but in all honesty, with this, it's for the bar owners and the musicians. The 200 block around through there, that is kind of heavy for everybody.
It's like money-making, music, love corner.
So it's all basically with respect, in my opinion.
Yes.
If you're down there on the 200 block of some of these areas, if you get a place right there, unless you had it from the 70s or the 80s, you already know what you expect.
You basically have like a built-in DJ booth.
So, if you want to quiet at a certain time, that's kind of hard. But let's get back to the story at hand. From 4 p.m. to 3:59 a.m. is what they wanted, but in the vote, the musicians wanted 10 a.m. So they kind of compromised with 11 a.m. to the 3:59 a.m. with those decimal ratings. After that, in the rest of the time,
sleeping time,
it's going to be around 75, I think, on the A scale, and
so about 10 lower.
About 10 lower on that
for each,
because you got to take in consideration. To me, it's all about respect. All right, you got to have people come down here and yes, they're going to come party, but you know what?
Right.
If you're like me,
it's people's homes.
Exactly. If you're like me, and you're over on the Petronia side of the street, the bed and breakfast and everything like that, God, I don't know. In my opinion, I would want to, when I'm drunk, I'll get hungover. I want to sleep in a little bit. I don't want to hear like 10 a.m. So 11 a.m. is good. You got people coming in on the boat and everything like that. For the 200 block, it gets them going because, people are going up and about at noon, 1 o'clock.
Right.
So they get...
It's a usual normal time of hangover coming to life time.
Yes. And you want them to have a good time. So I think the bed and breakfast, and I think also the bars go hand in hand in this aspect. I think they should come to a happy medium and respect each other. And I think this is the best thing they came up with, for everybody. I know anything's a work in progress.
Right. And it's compromise for both sides. So at least somebody's giving and then you're taking at the same time.
Exactly.
Even Steven.
Now, some other stuff in this 22-page ordinance that was approved, it actually has some teeth to it now. Before, there wasn't really any enforcement to this, or real enforcement.
Any weight?
No weight, no teeth at all. But now code enforcement will be carrying out these two, A weighted scale and a C weighted scale to
literally test them out.
Yes, and if you get 3 violations in 1 year in 12 months time, you get called in front of the city managers for a vote to pull your entertainment license. Now, what that means is
Your livelihood.
your whole livelihood. That means no music whatsoever.
So is that for the actual musicians or for the venue?
The venue itself.
Okay.
It's not the musician. The
Gotcha.
musician can go down and play somewhere else.
Right.
Now, I understand that marketing 101 at a lot of these bars and
The
clubs.
louder the better.
Exactly. People on the sidewalk can hear it, they come in, but also they get carried away. And I think, I'm playing both sides here because, guys, I go down and have a great time at the bars and everything, but I also like to sleep. So I can understand how, people are comping rooms out, okay? And I can understand, musicians need to make money. I think, again, it's all about, the noise level.
Yes.
All right, you can have a happy medium. Now, we haven't really been discussing the people who live above some of these places or around the surrounding areas like
inconveniently located.
Exactly. On Simonton Street or Whitehead Street. And we're going to take you guys around here again. We're going to take you around some like Simonton Street, Whitehead Street.
Some visuals, some sounds.
Some sound. As you can hear, we're here right now at Petronia Street, pretty much ground zero for the line. Yeah, there's only a few bars down there that might cause issues, but again, if they adjust the noise level, it shouldn't affect anybody, because I think everybody has a right to sleep. And even though you do live in Duval, you come in.
I'm sure that wasn't in the contract.
Exactly.
You're like 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and loud music.
And you won't get to sleep till 4:30 in the morning. Okay.
Sleep deprivation.
Yeah. And it could be a science project. No, I'm joking. But I do feel the pain of some of these people, and again, it don't have to be as loud as it is in a lot of cases.
Right, if you get the job done,
yeah,
and still be at a normal noise level.
Again, like I said, we're neutral on this, but we just want to bring you out the truth and kind of show you, different sides, everything. So what we're going to do is we'll be walking around now, and we're going to show you different clips of different parts that's like the hot zones for a lot of people, such as here. But we hope that you guys can take something away from this and kind of open your eyes a little bit, because there's been a great turnout at both City Hall meetings of this recently. A lot of people have strong opinions about this, and me myself, I can understand both sides of the argument, and I think we just need to find a happy medium, and I think this is the first step for that. All right, so we're going to show you some quick segments now, and I hope you guys enjoy.
I've come to realize that the 85 and 95 dBA levels are simply the levels that he found as he moved up and down Wall Street. So the commission is about to lock in the existing levels of noise that everyone has complained about and has resulted in all this work you're doing on the ordinance. The second thing that concerns me is that you're about to codify into law and make the law of Key West say that the noise levels inside of bars, establishments, entertainment places may exceed the standards of OSHA. And I'm wondering why the commission would want to do that. And if your attorney would look into this matter, it might be constructive to you to think about what the levels of noise are that a workplace may have in order to be safe. And this is prolonged exposure. It's not just hearing a truck go by or a motorcycle go by. This is hours of exposure. And in some cases, apparently, workers in the bars have taken it upon themselves to wear earplugs, as I do at night, so that I can sleep because of the noise affected in the bar. Time's up.
30 seconds.
Okay. Now, I know that performers are worried about their jobs, and I don't blame them. But if the entertainment is to entertain and not to advertise, then the players can play at lower decibel levels, still make a very good living, still satisfy their customers.
Bill Blue, they can now want to overrule that thing. I just want to speak in general terms. This is a music industry that in the U.S. I've been involved with for so long. Story. CD that I didn't know I was on, but I am. And it has a lot of keys musicians. Howard Livingston, Barry Kuda, and it's put out by the TDC. And they take it around the world and give it out. And it says right at the top, it says, it's a fact. We are in a golden age of music right now in the Florida Keys. The live music scene has exploded in the last 10 years, in which it has. And I'm going to bring your attention to this book here. I don't know if you still haven't seen it, but if you haven't, you should go purchase it. It's called The Soul of US. And it's about the music industry, and it has different people in it. And here's, who's this guy playing Lopez? But more than anything, 30-some years ago, I was playing this store. You know, on a good August, hot August night, we could play frisbee on the Ball Street. And that's a fact. And I'm sure Mark and Tony know that. And I could walk to my house all the way from here, coming from here to 1100 block of Wall Street, and not see one person or one car or anything. Now, the town has changed. Now, I understand the point of this. It has changed. The town has become noisy. There's a few places in this town, we all know, that have been having music for 25, 30, some 40 years. And they never seem to have any problem. But then there's some newcomers, now it's seven newcomers, and all of a sudden it's this huge problem. They have no investment in it. No emotional investment in the community. They want to make the money split. They don't care. And I think in the Indian ordinances pertaining to live music, and remember that a lot of people make their living in this industry. It is an industry. It's a destination. You have the songwriters, you have the beat in the line, whatever, money cats. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Sound absorption, reflection of any type would help. But I sympathize to the people, especially these people right here, that live next to a venue that pops up, gets loud, and then goes away. It's not a regular daily problem. It would probably be worse if you had to listen to it every day. But on the other hand, the bars that have been there for 15, 20, 35 years playing music at a nominal level so the people inside can enjoy it. I don't know what the answer is to fix all this. It has to be treated very carefully. I know that. And probably in the long run, a public referendum would be the way to end this. Come up with a decent law, put it up to vote, and see what the people of the West want. That's just a suggestion. I can't tell you guys how to do your jobs. I know you're trying. It's a very touchy issue. As you've seen, we've had this room filled around the walls. We can do that anytime we want. But I think this is the core people that believe in what you're trying to do and make it right. That's all.
Our musicians are our heartbeat of this community. If we stifle them, tell them to keep quiet, it's going to affect, it's a spiral downward effect. It's going to affect the wait staff, it's going to affect the bars, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to be a huge economic impact on our island. But this is the heartbeat. This is what these guys make their living doing. Some of them don't work another job. They're strictly musicians. They keep us going. Tourists get off the cruise ships. They go to see Mike McLeod and Scooter. They go to see Bill Blue. They go to see their favorite that they've seen for years and years here. That's putting them on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's crazy. 10 a.m., that's a good time. And I'll support it as well if we go to 10 a.m. with this. Because that's what needs to be done. We have people coming in all the time. 4 p.m. in the afternoon is just ridiculous. I say we go 10 a.m., keep the musicians working, keep the people happy, and be done with this. Keep the residents happy as well. Thank you.
My name is Kirsten Hibbs, and I represent DeVal House, which is located at 815 DeVal Street. I also live here at 814 DeVal Street, across the street from DeVal House. And I would like to say that many of us are here because we'd like to preserve middle and upper DeVal, as Jane Lowe mentioned. We've been here DeVal House has been here for well over 25, 30 years as well, as long as many of the musicians have been here. And we totally respect their right in the entertainment district, the core entertainment district, as Stephen was so brilliant to point out that there is a core Sean was so brilliant about. There is a core entertainment district, and I think we recognize that. And then there's a commercial district, which we're part of. We all respect the musician's right to play and earn a living, but we house the people that pay for all of our livings. And those people have a right to come into an area if they wish. And many of our guests, after enjoying all the music, all night, all the craziness of Lower DeVal, they want to come back to Middle and Upper DeVal and have a good night's sleep. They want to have a relaxing day the next day. We happen to have almost half an acre where people can just lie down and relax. They feel as though it's an oasis. And like Jane, we've lost a lot of revenue also, a significant amount of documentable revenue for money that we've had to return to guests due to complaints about noise at 3 or 4 in the morning. Because people go beyond what they're supposed to do, and enforcement has been a difficult issue. And also future state credits that we've had to give out, which is a loss of revenue. So we have 2 other districts here, that need to be paid attention to, even though they are commercial districts. We earn a living also. We provide a service also. We house the people, as I said, that seek out the entertainment during the earlier part of the evening, that being before 3 or 4 in the morning. And what we're asking, I'm not going to repeat it, but if you could just document for me the points that Jane made, those last 4 points, because that's why we're standing here to maintain plainly audible test of the original one. And the 3 other points that she made about the lower base levels and taking an accurate measurement. We are less than 100 feet away from some of these places. So 100 feet from the edge of the property is not doable.
Okay, thank you.
And I thank you.
Okay, guys, we're walking up right now to, we're on the 700 block of DeVal. We're about pretty much a half a block away from a musician playing right now. Well, yeah, not even a half a block away, actually. Walking up, as you can hear, a musician in the background. Now, we're in the afternoon here, early afternoon, so this is, to me, fine.
On a Thursday?
Yeah, on a Thursday, bring people in. I think this is fine to me.
Absolutely. The level is just enough that you can lightly hear it from far away, but once you get up there, it's good.
Yeah, you can pretty much, we're talking like normal, so if you can hear us, it's a 2-man band. He's
The wrong way.
oh, okay.
Try bad boogie.
As you can see them in the background here. Not bad. You got a simple little PA system.
Give it like a 6. Scale to 1 to 10?
Yeah.
5, 6?
Yeah, 5 and 6. I think these are good right here. And as we're walking away, this is not a bad thing, but this is, like I said, around the 700 block right here. There's only a couple of bars that, you know, you're here throughout the day and night.
And everything was kind of tucked in too, which is nice. Kind of tunneled it.
All right, we're walking back here behind Cowboy Bill's now. One of the little hotbeds of discussion.
Cute little neighborhood, a bunch of houses and their white picket fences.
Yeah, and we can show some of them here.
Yeah. Get this side. This side's cute.
Yeah. These are homes like you don't even know they're back here.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And you got one for sale, so well, you got a couple for sale.
Oh yeah, there's one right there too.
Yeah. You got that one right there for sale. See?
Y'all are interested?
Yeah, we got there's a lot of nice homes.
Real estate here, yeah.
And you would not even
Super cute.
they call them shotgun homes, I believe, back in the day. They're nice homes, but it's right behind Cowboy Bill's.
Yes and no.
And they echo if the music a little bit too loud.
Yeah,
so
because it's basically kind of like a tunnel. I do that street.
And exactly, and it's kind of bad luck in that aspect. But these guys, and like I said, it just comes down to respect. I mean, they have homes here. Some of them, lived here for longer than the bar's been around.
Yeah.
So, when you pull in here, you want to come in, you want to rest and relax at night.
Right. After a long day's work, probably on Duval.
There's way you can position these speakers, I believe, and there's ways you can do it, and that's going to have to be done now with this ordinance passed. So a lot of the stuff that people have been talking about having to do, or can do this, can do that, but it's like anything. You're not going to do it till you're forced to do it.
Right.
And now you're kind of being forced to do it because they're not going to take complaints just from anybody. I mean, they're going to have to be legitimate complaints, and they will come out here and, these code enforcement, they're going to check you for 10, to 20 seconds. And if you're good, fine. It could be, another bar down the street, complain, or it could be just that paranoid neighbor that just won't, let it go. So you got all kinds of different scenarios going on, but again, we're trying to get some clarity to this and kind of put some visuals with what you've been hearing, so you can kind of get your own truth out of it. All right? And now, as we're walking, we're actually on Whitehead Street.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Now, Whitehead is a nice little, it's a block off Duval, just like Simonton is. And you have a lot of bed and breakfast on both sides. That's what a lot of the housing is for tourists and for residents. So, I don't know. To me, if it's a block away, yeah, we can adjust the volume a little bit.
Right. And we're coming up to Green Parrot, who's, famous for their music.
Exactly. And they have, they do a great job with the acoustics and the sound, even before any of this came out, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get my hair done right down the street, and I can't even hear it. And I tell you, I'm in the hair salon forever. It's like a life commitment.
Believe me, she is. So we're going to take you and show you some other spots around town. All right, we're here on Duval Street, around the 500 block. You hear back in the background, Zach C. Miller. He's playing here at Willie T's today. And we're just right outside the place. I mean, it's a nice sounding area. It's an afternoon. Nice cool breeze. I mean, you can hear motorcycle mufflers louder than this.
Playing mellow music. That helps too.
Yeah. And there's not really any housing around here, so this is a good little area. But as we're walking by, you can kind of hear as you get closer to the street. It's not a bad little area.
No, not at all. It's a good level.
Yeah. I think if you test it, you would never hear anything on this right here. This is good. Yeah, he's a cloud favorite here, but as you can hear, we're over by Walgreens now, walking down Duval. I know Maureen here, the owner, she's been having some complaints and everything, so with the hotel next door and everything. But, for the most part, she's been pretty good about her noise. It's like anything, sometimes they, it can get louder than other times, but again, it all comes down to respect what we've been talking about. And as you can hear, in the afternoon, this new thing that will pass from 11 to 11 o'clock on, I don't think really will affect people. I think it's actually
still going to draw them in, still going to get business.
Yeah, I think it's going to help everybody, and I think
even on Duval, like people just walk Duval, so it's like they're already walking towards your destination.
And you can hear him in the background right here. He's right behind us. We're right at the edge of the property line. I think it's really...
It's a good level.
It's a good level. All right, now... All right, guys. As we're just a little bit block off Duval, or not even a half block off Duval.
Moseying down Caroline.
Exactly. We have the Curry Mansion on both sides of the street from us. Yes. And they're just right off Duval themselves. Famous place. People love to stay. Inns.
Beautiful inns.
Exactly. Place, inns, sorry.
Places where people like to stay, maybe relax quietly.
And to me, this would be a perfect location if I'm partying on Duval.
Yeah.
All night long, especially the 200 block. I don't have that far to go.
Right? You won't get lost.
I will.
End up in a bush.
That'd be me regardless.
Time, man.
You'd be surprised. Wait a minute. I'm just a block from my house. On a serious note, like I said, we're respecting each other. We're kind of giving you some demographics, kind of seeing where everything's at. You can look at it on paper saying zone this, zone that.
Look,
but
you have to think, it is a tiny, tiny island. And we all want to be here. So we all got to play nice. And figure out, everything's all smushed into one place.
Yeah.
So that's why the compromise is so good, I think.
I think so too. I think there was some ground made last Tuesday night. And guys,
there's all the room to grow, of course, but it's a great idea.
All right, now we're here on the 200 block of Duval.
The Mecca of Duval.
Yes, where everybody comes to. I think if you come into town, everybody migrates here. I don't care on the boat or what. Now we're here at Sloppy Joe's. We'll walk to the other end, kind of give you guys a view of what's
here.
What's here? Exactly. Yeah, and you guys can get kind of a glimpse of what's happening. So. We're going to take a walk now, walk around. Like you say, this afternoon here, there's no housing here, so to me, the noise level really
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think they need to revise later on. In my personal opinion, certain areas can be a little bit louder than others.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Box it, do different districts and such.
Exactly. I mean, they got a good idea now with the different districts they have done, but it's like anything, you can improve it. Yeah, you can improve it in my personal opinion. I'm sure
that they're just trying to broaden and see how it goes and try it out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it did have teeth before, it's something of teeth. I think it's going to be a work in progress for decades to come. I think it will be mainly with our grandkids before they even figure this mess out.
Not having children.
Yeah, that's what she says now. All right. All right, so we're going to take a walk around, let you guys kind of get a glimpse of the 200 block in the afternoon.
Token club bricks. Only get
Which they actually closed right now.
Which I think that whole shrine or whatever that is brilliant. Like you got the dance music upstairs with the dance floor and 5 bars. Then you got the whole live music downstairs. You got karaoke option. It's pretty sweet.
And don't forget about the strip club. I like the strip club.
Oh, yeah, Female's favorite.
Oh, Irish cabin. I think everybody comes here and asks to go to Irish cabins at least once.
Oh, yeah. The Irish cabins is great. I even go. I live here. You know what I am surprised on? I'm surprised if you can't hear the girls yelling on the microphone, Coyote, which is nice.
Yeah, I think that's going to have something to do with the noise ordinance too. We're actually
Yeah.
talking about Coyote Ugly right over there.
It's so ridiculous. Well, I mean, I'm a little biased for our viewers if they're listening. Nobody wants to yell at a microphone for an 8-hour shift. No one wants to hear you yelling on the microphone for an 8-hour shift.
I did when I heard you.
But it has its purposes. You know, you definitely, it's a marketing tool for sure. Ordinance doesn't do any live music today. Oh,
No.
sometimes the bull does.
Yeah, the bull does. Well, at night the bull does.
Yeah, and there's those houses over there too.
Yeah.
You get that tomorrow night, I think.
Yes. Got a garden area up top. Oh.
Yeah, the same guy always goes. Not a reason why I always go is because my buddy works there. And he works at the Whistle. So every time that guy goes to the bathroom, he comes down and I'm like, Lord.
Hello everybody, my name is Clayton Huffman.
And I'm Elise Denman.
And we're sitting here in front of like Schooner's Wharf. You see some construction, you can hear it going on. We told you we would be going around some places around town here for this
Yeah,
noise
give a little
ordinance
visual, eyes and ears action.
for the daytime, and we're also going to be doing this during the night. I think this is probably going to be a hotbed right here with all the
yeah.
construction once the housing and everything gets going on with this. So I like to wait and see how this is going to progress.
Yeah, especially this housing. See how that's going to work out with the music at the wharf.
Yeah, and I love Schooner's Wharf, so I hope we can come to a
Good
happy
local
medium with
spot,
this.
yeah.
Yes, and I think it's the way the speakers, you know, position and everything. I think it's going to work out fine.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of point out more towards the ocean and the bay as opposed to.
So we have everything now. We almost got hit by a car just now. And we're on the
It
sidewalk.
happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Love Key West, guys.
Things we do for you guys. Give you the information.
We're right there at every scene of the accident. No.
Right behind cars backing up.
You know, now we're going to show you some clips from the nighttime since we showed you all the daytime.
Yeah.
So
You see my night hair.
let's take. This is a whole different world at night. So we're going to show you, you know, another side of why they're complaining here.
Yeah, even more aspects.
One, hello, my name is Clayton Huffman.
And I'm Elise Denman.
And here at the Key West Citizen, it's the nighttime now with the noise ordinance that passed last Tuesday.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's not really
Not much of a
difference.
difference.
No,
Yeah, a little bit of bump from 801, but you know.
And this is like the end section, so this is the main thing they're talking about at night, that, hey, you know, bed and breakfast is around us and everything like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So I think we're on to the next spot. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we're over at 700 block again, nighttime. Band's not bad. Got a couple of little kids here playing.
Fedoras.
Yeah.
Matching
Actually, I heard them before. They're not bad. But let's try to pan around and try and get them. There we go. Pan back around. And we're walking by 700 block.
I'd give it like a level 4.
Yeah. Earlier it was like 6. It was louder during the day than it was tonight.
Yes.
Which is kind
But
of
also
right.
these kids are kind of be like Jason Mraz. So.
Yeah. I think more Barry
Different.
Manilow, but yeah. All right, guys. So on to the next spot. All right, we're back here behind Cowboy Bill's. This
Yeah.
was like a really hot spot during the meetings.
Little nightcap.
All the homes around us. I can kind of hear right now.
I can definitely hear the line dancing instructor.
Oh yes, if there's a band playing, it would be kind of loud.
And turn and left foot tap. Right. Yes.
The only sad thing I would say, living in these homes, I would probably have to keep my windows shut all times, especially at night.
Or
Listening
buy
to
some
that.
earplugs.
Yeah,
Because
guys, see, that's just like we said earlier during the day. That just echoes up and down through here.
yeah, I feel like it's actually worse at night.
Yeah, I agree with you on
I
that
mean,
one.
he is kind of a yeller on the microphone though.
Yeah, he is a screamer.
But
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. And then the rest of the week they got bands and stuff playing. So right now,
yeah. And after him, they have a band.
yeah, after him they have a band. And we're getting further down, it's not so bad. I don't know about nights like this, I would like my windows up. So I can kind of see some of that, but I mean, it's not really bad.
Yeah, it's not like horrible. It's definitely
Yeah.
you can deal with it, but if we're really gonna put, we're gonna give a number to it, I would probably say he is more.
That's true. I feel the same way. All right, let's go over to Whitehead Street. Okay, we're over here in Whitehead Street. It's still quiet, all surrounded all by the bed and
It's very
breakfast and
quiet.
stuff.
It's nice actually. Here
About a
right now.
block from Green Parrot. So I mean, this is nice.
I actually don't hear anything coming from Green Parrot.
No. Green Parrot takes care of the noise level in my personal opinion. But you still hear them most. I mean, you're going to hear bands like to crank it up, this and that. It's a constant battle between the bands and the managers going up and down. But for the most part, this is nice and peaceful. And, no loud motorcycles or anything like that either to add to the noise pollution. All right, so on downtown. All right, here we go, walking in front of Willie T's now.
Yes.
I think Michelle Dreyfuss is playing right now, actually. Nice little crowd, people all around.
Get it.
I don't think it's going to be a problem. Sorry. Large crowd tonight. No.
Yeah, it's pretty low key, pretty mellow, pretty according to regulations.
Yeah, and I'm not getting much of a drastic change between night and day so far.
Not at all.
And we just passed Willie T's. You can hear us talking, so I can hear you quite fine. So I think it wasn't that bad here on this shot. All right, on to the next fight. We're here off Caroline and Simonton Street.
Yes, right by the
Curry Mansion. Curry Mansion house. Yep, and mansions on both sides of the street, just walking down around the corner. We're right here at the beginning of the 200 block, end of 300 right there in the middle of everything, kind of. I can hear a little bit in the background, but...
It's not offensive.
No, not offensive.
Totally understandable if you're going to be in this area of Duval anyways.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So I think this is not bad. A little bit louder, but I think everything's kind of respectable for the most part. Now, who knows about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but it sounds good now.
What's it right now? 8, 9?
It's about 10 o'clock right now.
10
Yeah.
o'clock.
Welcome to band camp, guys
Oh.
and girls. All right, so let's all go on to the next place.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the 200 block of Duval, the heart center, the mecca.
The mecca of Duval.
I'm telling you, everybody comes to the Key West, right side Sloppy Joe's, got Warner Beers behind us.
Yes.
Right there, Rex across the street. It's a little bit louder now.
Oh yeah, I'd give it a solid 7, 8.
Yeah. I think we'll go up to about 9, maybe a 10, just because the band has 38 guys. We'll try and get you the feel of how it is during the middle part of the week. The weekend, they crank it up just a little bit higher.
Right.
So take that into effect, and you guys should. I don't know what to say about this. I don't see a problem right now.
I think it's good. It's good for the the tourists that are here that come here to party. They can still party here and not have it be like super awkward. But also it's not offensive.
And there's no homes around here right now.
Yeah.
That people who are here, no apartments. And if you live in above one of these places, like you said, you know what you're getting into.
Definitely know what you're getting into.
Okay. So, with that said, let's take a walk down the 200 block. Show you guys what it looks like now. You ready for that?
Ready, Freddie. Why not?
There we go. Is that Michael Jackson?
Nope. Definitely not Michael Jackson. Oh, here we go. The ladder right. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, nice.
It's like band camp all over again. You're gonna be so embarrassed when it's on.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely be haggard. Yeah, I would definitely give it a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lazy Gecko is way louder than I thought it was going to be.
But then I crank it up. I mean, Kevin's, you're going to start hearing them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
How long have you been going? 42 years. 43 years.
But again, we had the homes to block off, so it's not.
Right. It's not offensive because. Please do.
No problem.
invisible dog.
Yep.
Haunted mansion style.
Hey, that's what we should do. Should do a show
Oh
on.
my gosh, we should. Attach it to one of those things, just like do like a GoPro.
Yeah. Hey, you know, we really should do like a ghost investigation one time.
Oh god, I would be so scared. I would like legit psych myself out. 'Cause let's be honest, ghosts are real.
Yep.
Especially here. There are too many stories.
Okay, we're here out in front of Skinner's Wharf right now.
Yes, in the darkness.
Finishing up our nighttime shots.
Yes.
It's not really that bad, you know, for weeknights, weekends. You know, you can hear the bands play. They got a little intermission right now, so kind of not too loud. But when we was listening to them before, it wasn't bad. Got the jukebox playing. I don't really see much of a problem at all. I mean, I know there has been in the past, but I think after this ordinance was passed, you know, this past week,
Right,
we
people
saw
are really...
I've seen a drastic change, to be honest with you. I see everybody complying, and I still see people out. I still see people moving around. So take your own conclusions from this, and we got our conclusions coming up next. But all in all, there's the contract's been day and night right now.
Yeah.
And I know things will change, but we'll keep you informed and visit this at a later date. What do you think? All right, now that you saw the daytime and the nighttime of how, you know, this noise ordinance came to pass, or some people like to say sound came to pass over, you know, this past week here on Tuesday. Now, I don't know about you, Elise, but I hope you guys came across kind of getting a true understanding of all sides of the story here, you know, from, you know, people who, you know, they say they lived here, and you remember back in the day when they throw a frisbee up and down the street. But, you know, for the housing part, in all honesty, most of those people don't live here anymore, but you gotta respect the
vacation here.
Oh, they vacation here. So you still gotta respect the people who lived here before the bars were here, and you gotta respect the people that, you know, are coming down. To some element, the people who are coming down, you know what you're getting into in a certain spot, in certain parts.
Absolutely.
Now, for the bed and breakfast owners, my opinion is I don't think, and this may not go with the citizen, but in my opinion, I don't think people need to be giving vouchers away because they couldn't sleep because they're playing too loud of music next door.
Right.
You know,
I feel like there's some precautions you can take towards that on both sides.
Exactly. I think, you know, to me, it's all about respect, and I think this
compromising, working together. Let's be a community, everyone.
And I think I've seen that now with what transpired this past Tuesday, you know, in the meeting. I think it's not so much yelling and accusing and saying,
finger pointing,
you know, you hate us, we hate you, you know, it's this side or that side. I think
it's more like, here's the problem, here's some solutions, or steps to getting to a solution.
I agree with you.
Productive, very productive, yes.
I think we're getting somewhere now. We're nowhere where we should be, I know that, but I think this is a great start and a great step in the same location. And, you know, for bar owners and the musicians, it still has some great avenues open up for them. They can do during the day.
You're still going to have your business.
Yeah. It's going to be a win-win for everybody. Maybe not as much as you would think, but in the long run, I think it will come out to benefit everybody, because we need them to have a good sleep so they can come back and party with us again the next day. We don't need them to be like, you know, sleep deprivation. They go back saying they hate the place.
Bloodshot eyes. It's just not attractive.
No, I did that in Tijuana. It's not a good thing.
Not even surprised.
All right. This is Clayton Huffman.
And Elise Stedman.
And we hope you guys had a great time enjoying this segment, and look forward for more to come.